Hello, welcome back. And you've caught me in the middle of altering the workshop round. First thing you're going to notice is the racking's all gone. Obviously I got rid of the end racking quite a while back, and now the rest of it has gone. I'll put that in the other shed, the new workshop. I've done that. I'll explain more about that as we go on, and what the plan and everything is. As you can see, I'm still left here with a fair bit of crap to sort out, go through. As you can see up there. And I've still got the other bench full of crap as well, and crap and tools and all kinds of stuff. What you end up storing when you've got shelves, what you don't, you know, the stuff that I shouldn't have kept. But obviously you can still see I've literally just moved them. Finished moving the shelf at sort of 5 o'clock this morning actually. I think it was the last little bit I took out. So yeah, just not feeling it today. Not feeling the love today to move stuff. I'm absolutely shattered. But yeah, so what's happening in here is I'm basically going to move. I've moved the shelves. I'm going to take everything else out what I don't need in here. So I've got more room to work on the Murray. Probably put the Westwood in here as well, so we get some work done on that. And then I'm going to make it better to make the fast hater, because I just need a bit more space and to make it a little bit easier for myself. There's a lot of stuff in here I've kept, and I just don't need to keep it anymore. So I want to come from the other angle so you can see what I'm doing, so I'll just move up the other end. Right, hopefully that's not too blurred, but that's where the shelf was, or the shelves were. Obviously that's the parts wash, toolboxes. The idea is them two toolboxes are going to come around like that, so they'll be along that wall. That little toolbox I've had for years, I'll put that in the other workshop, and yeah, so to just basically move them along. That parts washer was going to go in the other shed, but I just had about the weight on the wooden floor, and then I started thinking about that this morning. I was thinking sometimes in the winter that gets a lot of condensation on it, so the water would drip on the wooden floor, so that's probably not a good idea. And that's not too much hassle, it's just the fact I don't use it a lot. That is the same as the Clark's one, but I had a choice of colours. It's under a different make, so I had a choice of colours, so I picked orange for the old racing colours, my original racing colours. But yeah, I've got to sort through all this, and obviously all what's come back out on the top, and all that, the plasma cutters under here. So you can see the state of it. And like I say, I did clean this floor several times, but you wouldn't believe it, would you? And I don't know if you can see it, these little nut things, what the mice have been eating. They come off a tree, next door and one down the road, and the mice have been bringing them in and eating them. Right, it's a bit blurred, so I'll leave it here and I'll come back to it when it lights up a bit more. Turn the toolbox over to fit the wheels. I was expecting some spiders, but look, slugs. Bloody things. There's one spider up here. Slugs, I hate slugs. I'll stop play for a minute so that I can unload this one. So this will probably be the next video. So yeah, probably a toy to play with. Right, it's about a week after I started the video, maybe longer, I don't know. It's Sunday anyway, I think. I think it's Sunday night. Yeah, so you can see I've just chucked the Murray over that side, and last night me and Lou got the Westwood in. It's just chucked in there at the moment. I haven't done anything today. Sort of making the most of it being hot and doing other stuff. Toolboxes, I don't think you really see it. I'm sort of just sitting on the chair. Toolboxes all over one side. parts wash has just been moved up. I still want to move things around that corner. It doesn't matter too much for this, you know, for this part of the video really. That's what I'm going to tackle next. Probably looks worse on the video, on the camera, than what it does actually sort of in the room. It's just a few bits put on there, you know. I'll clear off, and then I'm going to move that to where the welder is. You can see it amongst all the crap that's chucked on it. Move that, turn that round so it's across the workshop, and then that give me the bay, like a bay here for a big sort of square, this floor, and right back to the wall. Give me that sort of area for the fast hater, and then the Murray will be sort of lined up here, sort of thing, and then the Westwood will be across there. That's the idea. Obviously I can still move them all about to have loads of room to work on stuff, but when I'm not working on the Murray, it can be on Charlene, it can be moved over next to the Westwood to give me even more room. And yeah, but all I've done today really is unload that Mountfield out of the out the back behind this car. I had a quick look at it, I haven't touched it, I haven't tried turning it over or nothing. But yeah, we'll do a video on that later. But I'm going to concentrate on this. I want to get this done so by tomorrow. So hopefully I'm going to have this up on Tuesday. It's going to take quite a time to upload. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned it. We've hit the 1,000 subscribers while I've been doing this video, so that's fantastic. Thanks a lot to everyone who subscribed. And if you haven't, please do. I might have already mentioned it on the video because it's been such a long such a long time doing this that I'm bound to repeat myself like normal. Right, I'm going to carry on. See you in a bit. Right, I hope that's not too blurred. As you can see, I've moved the bench. It's about there. Yeah, about there. And I moved it across that way. It was okay, and it just sort of niggled me a bit. So now it's there. There's a lot of mess everywhere still. A lot of that stuff in like the shelf bit. It's plugs and sockets to go in here when I finally do it. They've been here since I've built the shed. I built this workshop as I put it up. I've still got all this stuff to sort through. This stuff here, it looks like rubbish, but it's just bits and top. But there's tools and everything in that pile there. Try and get round a bit, and I'll show you where the Murray and that is. Right, so the Murray's there with the Westwood behind. They're only shoved in there at the moment. Like I say, stuff everywhere. Just about sorting it out. Yeah, so I've got to sort through this stuff yet. Got to move my vice now because it's trapped against the lift more or less. There's a gap there, but I think I need more room, so I probably can't this end. But it's getting there. It's like it's been scorching the day, really hot, and yeah, it's knackered me out. Just keep moving the same old things over and over again. But yeah, we'll do some more in the morning, and it should be it. And we should be able to see a final result. Plus, I'm sorting the other shed out as well. But as I go, it doesn't really help because it takes a long time. Then it just seems to take forever. I think it's getting on to 10 o'clock now. So, well, I'll see you in the morning. Right, it's stupid o'clock in the morning. I think it's coming up to 5:30. Daylight out there. I've just sorted the pump out on the pool. Actually, I haven't really gained a lot. I didn't gain a lot yesterday. Kept moving things around, changing different ideas I had. But I've got to sort that out today. That's my goal for today. And like I say, it's about 5:30, kind of up 5:30. Been up since, well, I ain't been to bed yet. Went to bed about 1:30, 2 o'clock, whatever it was. And as soon as I got in the bed, literally, I hadn't sort of even laid down, and my grandson woke up. So we both brought him down, and also I stayed up with him and got him asleep, put him back to bed, and I just thought I'd watch some YouTube, and then about sort of, it was 4:30, I'd come out here. I thought I'd have a, start the day early. Well, it's nice, it's lovely and cold. Well, so it's cold, it's still quite warm, muggy. But yeah, the tripod's in the other workshop. At least I'd used that this morning. But that's where the Fast 8 is going to go, sort of here. You can see how much space there is on the camera. It doesn't look much, but it's more than what I had before for the Fast 8. And the idea is a compressor. I think it's going to go, try not to make you sick. Compressor's going to go down in this corner or along here somewhere out of the way, and the welder I can obviously just move around. And I've got about a foot gap the other side the bench. I'm trying to be fairly quiet because everybody's got the windows open. I'm going to sort of start going through this today, so how much I'll show I don't know, but I'll be glad to get this video done, to be honest now. Yeah, so I'll do a bit more, and I'll show you how far I've got, and then well, I'll see you in a second. I don't think Marlo's impressed at the time we're up. Too early, isn't it, Marlo? Yeah, too early. Oh, it's about 5 to 7 now. Just gone in and made a cup of tea. Just sort of slowly getting there, but it's trying to want to make a noise, you know. Yeah, so there you go. A few things missing. What was on there before, you probably don't even notice. But yeah, got me a cup of tea, so that's the main thing. Just had a bloody great squirrel run down the garden and poke his head in the door. But he's buggered off now. Right, see you in a second. Right, I don't know if you can hear me over top of the rain and the thunder and anything else, but it sort of stopped play because I can't take stuff out, so it's been like this all afternoon. It's a bit of a pain in the backside, but you know, that's what we've got. So the sun is actually out. If you look through the top of the door there, the sun is actually out, but it's pissing down the rain, thundering and lightning and all kinds of nice stuff. I've got to put my tools away yet, as you can see. For some tools I found. Basically, I found my old air hammer and stuff. Found this tool as well from a previous life. I think a lot of you will know what that is. From a previous life, not always been a nice person. So, oh, it's come down harder again. I was just thinking I've got to go and get the tripod, and it's there, look. Right, speak to you in a second. I know it's a bit of a job to hear me now, I can imagine, with the rain. But the compressor's over there now. I'll sort of straighten the rest. These can all be moved. That's the best of it. And it's, now my compressor's gone, I've got a bit more room. Like, so I've still got this stuff to take out, but it's raining. So I can wait. But yeah, it's a job to sort of say the size, you know, the amount of space I've got here. But I think, you know, I think it's going to work this way. And if there's not enough room, I can just wheel these two outside, you know, it's just simple as that. And if I get one of them in a position where I'm not going to have wheels on, it will stay down this end. I'll put it down this end, and that way, you know, it still gives me, I don't know what the space is there. I think it would work out at about 9 foot. No, yeah, I think it works out to about 9 foot. So, not too bad. I've got a little frog behind my welder. I don't know if I'm going to be able to film or not. I'll give it a go. just stopped and I started trying to record. I was looking for the frog and then there was a bang at the door and it's hiding. She said, "Don't open the door, there's a frog out here." So I was looking at it, that got out. Yeah, and she said that Louis had been banging on the door trying to tell me it's tea time, but I didn't hear him. But I did hear it when Gemma come down with me cup of tea. I did hear it then, but when it rains you can't hear nothing in there. It's unbelievable. Yeah, so I think I'm going to leave the video where it is. I don't even know what it's going to be like because it's just bits and bobs what I've been filming. It's been about 3 weeks now. I think it's Wednesday today, I don't know. I'm guessing it's Wednesday today. I know I wanted to get this up for yesterday. Yeah, so yeah, it's Wednesday because I wanted to get up Tuesday. But it just didn't happen. Other things got in the way. So all I've got to do here now is get rid of that rubbish down there. Sort your toolboxes out, that's quite important, but that can be done any time. But the sooner the better. Sort my toolboxes out, and then I've got to go to the other shed, or the workshop, whatever you want to call it, and just tidy it up, put it about an hour, half hour, something like that. It's all I'll put it away as I've done it, that's why this took so long, but I want it in, I want a like shelf with fast 8 bits on it, I want a shelf with this on it, a shelf with that, and label it all up. So that's going to take a little while. The big question is, was it worth it? I think so, at the moment. Because I've got this space I'm actually in, you've seen this bit what I said about the fast 8 going and being able to work on it. But if I want to, I can swing, or move the welder out of the way, swing the Murray, or Charlene, and the Westwood, swing them round, take them straight out the door if it's a nice day or whatever, put them out there, and I've got a nice big space to work on anything. So that's really, really good, and it will get better because I am just chucking stuff away. I don't care anymore. I've stored some of this crap for ages. But on the other hand, saying that, I have found some really interesting stuff. I've found some tools that I didn't know I had, probably my dad's or something like that. I've found projects I started, little projects I started, and you know, all this sort of stuff. But I've got to make brackets up. Remember I did the video about the cameras, so I've got to do them yet. I won't go on too much now because we're doing we'll do a proper update. But the next video I think will be the Murray, the Mountfield. What I picked up in the video, you'll see that. That's my sister-in-law, one of my sister-in-law's mower with the air filter the wrong way round. God knows why. But yeah, anyway, yeah, so I'm going to get that going. That's my next aim, to get that going. Then I'll show you a video, hopefully like the week after, whatever, of the other shed. But I do plan on doing some live videos in that shed very, very soon. I'll do a test like I did the other one. The other day I did a test indoors, but I'll do it outside, depending on how the Wi-Fi is. I'm hoping it's going to be good enough in there, but we won't know until we try. I'll do like a 5-minute test. Yeah, so we'll see then. See what it's like. What else? Yeah, I think that's about it. I don't want to make this too long. It's going to be long enough and boring enough as it is. But yeah, anyway, we hit that 1,000 subscribers while I was doing this video. 1,000 subscribers while I was doing this. So thanks again to everyone, you know, who subscribed to me over the last, well, nearly 6 years. To hit that 1,000, that's fantastic. And I think it's even gone up a few more since I started this video. I'm not quite sure what the figure is, the actual figures are at the moment. I haven't checked it for a couple of days. I'm just hoping it hasn't gone back down. But yeah, it can do. Yeah, that's what happens. But like I say, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and all the rest of that. It all helps. And we'll do an update soon, a couple of weeks or whatever. And I'll give you some good news, I hope, about some other little things that are going on around here. Take care, and take it easy. See you later. Bye bye.
Bye.